Everyday sneakerheads.
Yeah.
Everyday sneakerheads. Everyday sneakerheads.
Everyday sneakerheads, many styles that lace up. Step upon the pavement and I had them screwing they face up. Don't get me wrong, I don't know all the names or colors. Holla at Johnny J's, cause he's my Midwest.
Everyday sneakerheads, Johnny J's. Y'all see us sitting at the table, so you know it's the end of season 2. Man, I want to thank my partner for another great season, man. We're going to run through all of these episodes and send salutes out to everybody that allowed me to come in their shops, come in their homes, and just talk sneakers. This is what we do. Talk great sneaker conversations is what I'm looking for. And also to promote other people's businesses and let everybody know what's going on out here in the world. Man, before we get started running down all the episodes, I want to ask my partner, this is my man Kurt, A1 since day one. What was you thinking, man, on the season? What was your opinion on some of the episodes that I did? You wasn't there for those like we did season 1, but what was your opinion on some of my camera work, lighting work, and everything else that we did this season?
You definitely made my editing harder this year. No, I really commend you on taking it to the street. That was the theme of the season, actually going out and working outside, the tri-state area where we at, and I thought that was real cool.
I just thought it would be something different. I couldn't just get content from everything around our area. Wanted to move out a little bit and stretch my wings and meet more people. I'm a people person. I thought it would be easy to do it. Ran into a little bit of snags here and there, but the people that we met was just so cool and just welcoming from the beginning. The first episode was with my man Z down in Soho Sneaker Shop right outside of Nashville in Henderson, Tennessee. This dude had fire. Yeah. Heat all through his store. If you look at some of the pictures, some of the work that we did, B-roll, this dude had about every sneaker you could think of in his shop. What was your opinion on that shop and the interaction that I had with him was crazy. What'd you think?
I thought it was real cool. Shout out to Z. I started following a lot of your people you was interviewing on Instagram. I seen him out at the Super Bowl last week.
Yeah, shout out to my boy.
You know what I'm saying? I thought the shop was cool. And I thought it was so cool that, he is in an area that's underserved as far as sneakers. What he was saying is all they really have are the shoe stores, like retail shops, Finish Lines, all them guys. So I think what he's bringing with Soho outside of Nashville, and I mean driving 20 minutes to go get some exclusive sneakers, that's pretty much nothing. But I think that was smart. His strategy and his placement, and then I think his way of selling shoes and also allowing other people to do some selling the table.
Yeah,
was it the ping pong
table?
Yeah,
he had the ping pong table where he had some consignment in the shop as well. Also some different things that he was doing. He even had merchandise. I didn't get a lot of that on film. He had, if you look at the video of that first episode, he had a real dope Versace jacket hanging in the back. He had a band of all the old Jordan brand socks that go with all the sneakers from years back. He had plenty of stuff in there. I wanted to just send a special salute to Z, man. I know on this quest, as I was contacting different shops, you kind of get a little discouraged, and I don't blame none of these shops because I know they all busy and got things going on, but Z put the battery in my back, welcomed me right in. We set it up on the weekend of Tennessee State's homecoming. I was down there with my daughter. Shout out to Tennessee State. And man, it was real dope, Z. Thank you, man, once again.
Yeah, for sure.
So if we move on to episode 2, I got the opportunity to go out to Baltimore, did some traveling and stretch my wings out even further east. And I knew I had some close family friends out there. I even call her family. My girl Marshana welcomed me right into her home just to talk her crazy sneaker collection. I knew she had some stuff in her closet. We went ahead and set the camera and everything up right in her closet and went on in. What'd you think about her stuff?
Yeah, young Mars. I thought it was great to see.
Let him get on camera. We doing it just like that.
I thought it was great to see a young lady showing her shoe collection, you know, because there's a lot of female sneakerheads out there. She was very informative, knew a lot about sneakers, you know, corrected you a few times.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always up for that. I tell everybody and say it every episode about I'm always open to learn something because I can admit that I'm so heavy on Jordans, so I'm out here learning about the Dunks, the Yeezys, all the different shoes that's out here in the market that I don't really wear or mess with because I'm a 70s baby raised in the 80s and just a fiend for Jordans. But I'm always willing to learn and just keep it pushing. Thanks again to Marshana. Man, she had so much heat. I didn't want to make the episodes so long with this being YouTube. I could have ran through a lot of her shoes. We cut a lot of the episodes we cut out because these people have so much heat when I do these collection videos. And man, she had it, but we put as much as we could in there. I know we made a comment about some of her Yeezys. We kind of breezed over it because I'm not bad on the Yeezys, but sometimes you tend to shy away when you don't know as much. And I know I got it bad, but dope episode. Thanks, Mars. I appreciate you, love you. Man, be hollering at you soon out there in Baltimore. Thanks again. As I kept running through IG and getting in touch with dope sneaker shops out there in the East Coast, I ran into another guy that welcomed me in like I was family. Come to find out, I am family because he's my homeboy from Chicago. Shout out to my man Berto at 9 out of 10 Condition Sneaker Boutique in Baltimore. Crazy setup, crazy shop. The old school windows in the front. This dude had the Nintendo games stacked up, took it back to our childhood, what we remember with the Jordan jerseys, all the original shoes, and this dude had fire in his shop as well. If you go through his episode, once we opened them glass cases, we talked everything and how his journey and his story on becoming a sneakerhead. But when we popped them glass cases, my man had heat. OG Nike Yeezys from even some of the he had an original. It wasn't original. I think it was I can't remember the year, but one of the early bred ones with some crazy stupid leather on it. What did you think about that one? I know Berto tried to hit me with a trick question and tripped me up. My boy edited it out. It was something crazy that I was looking at the leather and was lost in the leather on the shoe. What'd you think about that shoe when he pulled it?
I thought Berto brought a lot of energy.
Yeah, he did.
I think that, Berto had a lot of exclusive stuff. Is this the guy that had the Don C shoe?
Had the Don C too.
That really stood out to me. The price really made me stand down. but I didn't know about that. It was a 2.
Yeah,
I had heard
Jordan
his name,
2.
I guess maybe from Kanye.
Yeah.
But I didn't really make me, kind of get into who he was. But that shoe was just bad. That's probably one of the coldest shoes that I've seen on your episodes.
And I said that in the episode. That was the first time I held that shoe in hand. The leather on the inside, just the leather, the way they put that shoe together. I could see why that price rose so high. He even had also original shattered backboard. The leather on that one was just crazy. Berto was pulling heat all the way out. I mean, the whole. So shout out to Berto and everything they doing out there in Baltimore, welcoming me in. I met a bunch of guys on his staff before we start shooting. Berto, man, we talked forever. Had to chop that episode down as well. We had a good time in there. Thanks again, Berto. For the 4th episode, we went to Waldorf, Maryland, right outside DC. Salute to my man Brandon over at Deadstock DMV. Welcomed me in for an interview. Had a real good conversation with him. Standing tall in a mall out there in Waldorf with Foot Locker. I believe it was Champs and Foot Action, maybe Finish Line in the mall. Standing tall, doing his thing out there, man. Really, really doing his thing. It was right around Christmas, and we had customers coming in. I said, man, we gonna shoot it raw, just like it is. If customers coming in, we gonna talk.
Like it.
Yeah. It's raw, straight ODB. We did it raw and just brought the customers in, added them to the episode, had some comedy relief in there. Man, real good time. This dude had some real nice shoes, some heat that he was bringing to the community. What'd you think about my man Brandon?
Oh yeah, man, that really stood out to me when I saw someone with a buy, sell, and trade shop in the mall.
In the mall.
You know, so now you next to Finish Line and Foot Locker, you know, name dropping once again, Foot Action, Champs, all those people, they looking at you, but they don't got the heat that you got, because now you have stuff that they obviously can't get their hands on unless they get some awesome return. But then it will still be outside of the 30 days of return.
Right,
so I don't know. You can't. It's hard to compete with them guys as long as he keep his fire up. Another thing about Brandon that was eye-opening to me was that he said, you know, Jordan sales were kind of on the decline in that area. You know, just because of the maybe unoriginality, all the different colorways they're dropping over shoes. So I think they said stuff like New Balance.
I mean, the DC is real big on New Balance. Always been real big on New Balance. I knew going into that store when we said that Brandon had a lot of different shoes on the wall, not just Jordans. And he said that in the episode that, and it's true, Mike and the Jordan brand has been flooding the market with all these colors, and some of the shoes are beginning to sit. But as they catch traction, they still get gone eventually. But Brandon has some stuff that them stores in that mall can't touch. He had, you know, the Off-Whites sitting on the wall, Travis Scott's. And as I've been looking at him on IG, Brandon got heat.
There was 3 episodes in that area.
Yes.
So the second, third, and fourth episode was all in the DMV area. So we got a little, you know, go-go flavor. You know?
Go-go flavor, definitely. Episode 5, I had to bring it home. Bring it home to my family, my peoples, my girl Twan, who's got her own clothing line. Come in and do her collection and let her talk about what she's doing, starting a clothing line for the ladies, the fine wives out there. Man, I can't say enough about this episode. We had so much fun when you can get in and talk with somebody that you know is just as passionate over these sneakers as you are, and then to put her clothing line in the front, the limelight. You was there for the beginning of that episode. What'd you think about what we recorded? I know you left, but when you got the footage and broke it down, what'd you think about it?
It was one of those situations to where I was excited editing the material because at the same time I'm watching it, but I was just chopping, adding titles, music as I was going. You know what I mean? Like it was just certain things, like say for instance when she said, we're going to the trap house. It flipped it, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I got this, you know. On top of that, man, you know, we used to all work together, man. She's doing her own thing, and just being able to give her a platform with your everyday sneakerheads, I think it was just a beautiful thing.
I mean, she, like I said on the episode, she called me and we was talking about something totally different, and went in to what she was thinking and doing with her clothing line. And man, I told her right then and there, this is an episode. I mean, I didn't ask her, I told her, this is an episode, and we got to talk. We friends like that. So we went right in. I'm gonna be there this day, this time, and we're gonna do it like this. I knew it was gonna be fun because we was gonna clown, have a good time. As you can see, if you go back and watch that episode. Salute to my girl Twan, her husband Joe, once again for inviting me in. Well, they really didn't invite me. I kind of pushed my way in. Put her stuff on the forefront for the ladies, the fine wives.
Yeah.
Thanks again, family.
Much success to you, Twan, with the fine wife. Keep on being an example for young women with families out here, young women, period. So, you know.
Thank you, Swan. We appreciate you. For episode 6, I wanted to switch it up and really put my hand on the heartbeat of the city, as it was Jday 2019. Jordan bringing out the Bread 11s, the most iconic, it's a big argument, Concords and Breads, but one of the most iconic Jordans to ever come out. Hadn't seen this shoe since 2012, and they was bringing it back with the OG form, the high cut patent leather. I had to take it to the streets and see what the people was feeling as that shoe dropped. Man, what'd you think about my footage as I was in the streets, moving around, getting interviews, just talking to the people a little bit?
I was excited about this one. One, because I actually played basketball in that 11.
Real dope shoe. Everybody go crazy for the 11s. I knew I would be able to get some people on camera that would actually talk to me, and it kind of surprised me. It made me feel a little good. I had my daughter helping me, and she's my witness. We pulled up, and a person even knew who I was. I had my chest sticking out a little bit, but people knew of the show and what I had been doing on YouTube. So that even put the gas in my back to move around the city a little bit more. As you know, you're going to find people that don't want to get on camera. You know how our people can be. But I found the ones that jump right on. I apologize to the ones that I got the trivia question wrong on. There's 2 of them out there.
Hilarious. But we rendered the situation. We got the people, we at least in the video, recognized who got it right. Like you got BG. I added the BGs up because he actually got it right.
He got it right.
You owe that man, you still owe a man a bag of Grippos.
I owe 2 people some bag of Grippos, but hey, we still looking for that endorsement too.
But with that 11, man, I still think, and you just said, you know, it's a back and forth. I think the bread 11 is, and I've had 2 when I was young, and I've never had them again. My son has had a couple. Now he got the bread. But to me, the bread 11 is the most iconic.
It's out there for
the most of the 11s. And I can tell you why. You want to
go ahead, get into it.
All right, because when you look at the white and black one, I mean, that was just the first we saw of the patent leather. So of course we loved that. We loved that. Now, but when you get into an actual black patent with a black on black, and then the red, we know growing up what Jordan did when he put them shoes on. It was the part of the season, which is the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And for some, they go into killer mode. MJ was one of them. Another one we just lost, baby. Kobe Bean Bryant, rest in peace to him and his beautiful daughter. But he went into kill mode when he put the bread up. Anything on.
I mean, you know, that was the Bulls thing. They put the black shoes on in the playoffs. I don't know if anybody know, that started from the Boston Celtics, I want to say, in the 80s, when they put on Larry Bird in the, please somebody put in the comments, the Converse. What's the 1 star? I think it's the Weapons. The Weapons. Him and Magic Johnson. Y'all remember that commercial? But the Celtics wore the black with the white star.
And that was green and white. They didn't have no reason to wear
no reason to wear black.
They wanted that intimidation.
And then we seen Mike started with the 3s and the 4s and on up to 96 when Mike put on the bread 11s. Like you said, it was kill mode. But my thing about the Concord, let me come back to what you were saying. That black and white, and as everybody know the story, when we seen Boys to Men with it on, I believe it was the American Music Awards with tuxedos. I just think it's iconic because that's when everybody started rocking gym shoes and suits. That's my take on it.
I don't know about that. Boys to Men fell out.
Let me just see them on the Grammys. They was on the Grammys, the 3 of them. 3 of them.
God bless the other brother.
God bless him as well, man.
But that black and red with that pattern, it's just cold. It's just cold.
We agree to disagree. Let's move to the next episode. Thank you, Cincinnati, the people that was on that episode. Salute. For episode 7, man, I made my way down to Lexington, Kentucky to a Remix. Shop down there, man. Had a real good time. Met a brother named Jday. This guy does restoration work as well as buy, sell, and trade in his store. Man, I just the other day highlighted some of the customs that he does, cleaning up shoes. This dude is really talented. Does some real sharp work down there. I want to salute him and thank him for allowing me to come in and really put a spotlight on what they're doing. They have a shop in Louisville as well. This is actually their 2nd shop. What'd you think about that episode? How I shot it? I mean, the artwork they got in there is real dope. What'd you think about that one, family?
I really liked the continued entrepreneurial spirit that you are getting on camera with these people. Man, it's a beautiful thing to see, and I hope it's being inspirational, you know, to other people. You know what I mean? Because you can do it too. Be done. This brother, you know, young too. When did it? and he's using his artistic ability to kind of get his foot in the door, which was restoring these shoes.
And that's what he said, man. When y'all mess the shoes up, come holler at me, and I got y'all. And that's what he doing, man. He taking some
protect your investment.
Protect what you invest, your investment, man. He taking some shoes. Like I said, I posted some Jordan 12s. I can't remember exactly what the shoe was at first, but he made them black and then put the gray around the side and made it a cement 12 that we never seen before. Something real slick. Took his passion for artwork and put it with his other passion with the sneakers and took it and went into a business. That's basically what I'm doing with this channel. Not to get off subject, but just to spotlight, like you said, the entrepreneurship that these young people are putting into these sneakers with opening these shops. Man, it motivates me to keep going. Salute y'all. Brandon, keep doing your thing down there in Lexington. Got 2 shops, one in Louisville. Man, the dude is very talented. Thank you for letting me in, man. I'm definitely going to be hitting you back for another interview. For the 8th episode, it was the end of the year, so I had to count down my top 10 Jordans that I picked up for the year. Man, it was work putting this together. Man, salute to all the brothers that spent that money on them drop front cases. I'm still one with the shelving units with my boxes. It was a lot of work going in and out of them boxes, moving shoes around, but hey, I did it. Man, I went down all the shoes and you begin to forget some of the shoes that you picked up as I start running through my mind all these shoes I bought. But man, Jordan brand, I'm gonna thank them for a real dope lineup that they did on the OGs for the past year, 2019. Fun looking at all these shoes. Some of them I worn, some of them I haven't. But doing that was a real fun episode. What was your opinion? As I shot that in my basement by myself, probably some comedy relief in there as I'm clowning, messing up words, running things back, and you went in and edited. I know you was laughing.
Well, hey, if you ever wanted a blooper reel, yeah, that would be hilarious. But you know, seeing the stuff you picked up this year was inspiring for me to do some shopping myself.
Yeah.
But some heat came out this year, man.
Some heat.
Namely, the first 4 that you put out that you said you weren't gonna put in your top 10.
I said they was easy layups if you doing your top 10.
But that was nasty.
I mean,
3 of them was breads.
Yeah, and then the cherry that we hadn't seen that shoe, the cherry 14 in quite a few years. So I kind of excluded them from the top 10 just to get a few more shoes in the conversation. That was what I was planning on doing. But like you said, let's piggyback and run to what you was doing, because he caught the sneaker fever this past year, doing these videos and recording and editing for me. Wife not happy at all, but my man picked up some real hot stuff. So I'm gonna let him run into his top 5 pickups that he grabbed, because
you really going to top 5? My
you
top
went
5
crazy.
already?
Let's run into your top 5.
Okay.
You went crazy. I'm excited to let you go over these. Let's get it.
Well, first off, it took me a while, but I finally gave in to the Yeezy craze.
Yeah.
Once I actually put them on my feet, I had to have a pair, which was the Citron. And crept him up heavy.
You got it right.
Because, it's so light, but, just beautiful. I think it's a beautiful shoe.
It's a real dope shoe. And this started in season 1. As we start going in, doing interviews with different people, and we talked about Yeezys. I knew the fever was catching you. Some of them I couldn't answer. I had sending him to different places to talk to people, and I knew it was coming. That wasn't the first and last one you grabbed. Let's move to the next one.
Okay. But then I had an opportunity to get into a raffle for these. And I wasn't for sure if I was going to get them, but luckily I did. But you know what I really like about these Yeezys, man? You know what I realized once I got them? The stripes are inside the shoe. So I'm the type of person, and growing up in the era we grew up in, we went Nike down, or Reebok down, or Puma down, and the shoes got to match. Well, with these, you don't see any logos. So I tend to wear these, and I really wanted a white and a black pair basically. So I knocked that out. But I tend to wear them, you know, and not have to worry about what label I'm putting on because there's not one showing. So thumbs up to Yeezys. They're comfortable.
Yeah.
When you wear them, people pay attention to them.
Yeah, they do, because it's so popular. He been running so many colorways, and all the kids is asking their parents for these shoes, so everybody begin to know what this shoe looks like and the different forms and different colors. I mean, they got to the point. Shout out to baby girl Sophie. Yeah. You even had to buy another pair.
Yeah, I got her a Citron for Christmas. Her mouth dropped when she got them. She's one of them type people that she's scared to wear them though.
Yeah. It is what it is, but I know she wanted them for some time. Yeah. So she holding on to them, making sure they clean. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do the same thing. Mm-hmm. I got plenty of shoes I don't wear. Mm-hmm. But let's run into the other shoes you picked up.
Speaking about lightweight comfort, the Jordan 34.
Yeah.
I hadn't got excited about a Jordan release in a long time. And this was before everybody started wearing it. But, you know, Zion came along and that really pumped me up. I'm the type of person, I usually get excited by a shoe when an actual player is wearing it. Like I don't think I've never really worn a shoe of a player that I didn't like.
Actually follow.
Yeah, didn't actually follow. Well, I got them pink KDs. But I just like that shit.
Yeah, it's a dope shoe.
I don't really fool with KD though. His game is oh, excuse me. Crying, we did bleep that out. Crying and stuff. Like, you cry to your mama, that's fine. But you ain't got to do it in front. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. But this shoe, man, when Zion, you know, went to, I don't know if it was Harlem in New York or whatever he went to New York to, and went to one of them. It was Duncan, and I seen these shoes, and I seen, you know, what the prototype looked out. Man, when I put them on, they feel like a glove.
Yeah, I keep telling everybody about this comfort and the lightweight in this shoe. Some of the colorways I'm not feeling, but this bread
got your little braille up front.
Yeah, this bread one was a must cop. I think you heard me say it in one of the episodes. A couple of my boys was at me and we was planning on getting them, and he was one of them. We was all over it. Let's go to your next one.
Man, this one came to me by way of you for Christmas, surprise Christmas gift. And I don't have it before. You know, like my little brother, shout out to Austin down there in Nashville, baby. He destroyed my Spike,
you had the fire red fours with Spike Lee on the side. I can't remember his name.
The Morris Blackman on the side, all the white, red, and black. Then I had it was like an off-white with cream and military blue.
Oh, that's the military. You said it exactly, military blue.
My mom might have thought they was dirty
and threw them in the washing machine.
Threw them in the washing machine.
I remember that.
So this is the first four I've had in a long time. This is the Fever. It's the only red shoe I've got, but hey, it's beautiful. The leather is high quality.
On there.
You know, that price point is like $2 something.
Yeah, when they drop.
I probably wouldn't have spent that on myself,
but I mean,
my brother
had to take care of my man. This the Jordan 6 came out last year, All-Star. Social Status.
That's the Social Status
collab down in Charlotte.
That's a store.
It's a store.
It's a popular sneaker store in Charlotte.
Came out for All-Star weekend last year. Real dope, clean colorway with that purple. People will say it's Concord purple with the all black with the pony hairs. When you picked that one up, I knew that's your style. That's how my mans get down.
Flashy but classy.
When he showed me and he picked it up, what was you thinking when you got it, man?
When I saw this shoe, I didn't think twice about buying it. I didn't think twice about the argument that it possibly might start with me and my wife. I didn't care. I wanted this shoe. And the reason I wanted this shoe is just because, you know, that fur, that Midwest pimping, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it just, and I know I can only wear this in the winter, so I've been trying to get my wears, you know what I mean, out of it. It's funny, one thing though, last time I wore it for my birthday, it just passed, turned 40.
Yeah.
But last time I wore it, my daughter expressed to me that she did not like these shoes and couldn't stand them. I said, why? She said, because you have animal fur on them. I guess she's, you know,
making her way to the PETA world.
Yeah, I guess she's an activist. But I let her know though, you know, with these horses, you have to cut their hair. So I'm sure at some point they just shaved the horse, Sophie, and made me some shoes. They didn't. Well, no animal was harmed in making these shoes. I don't think Jordan Brand will put themselves in that position.
I hope not. I pray not.
So you don't have to not like these shoes, baby.
For episode 9, I got in contact with my personal tattoo artist, my man Supreme. He's the owner over at Blue Magic Tattoo Lounge. We started Everyday Sneakerheads in his shop. But this season, I wanted to go in his home and go over some of his collection. For he always got something different for me to put into the show. He didn't disappoint. Salute to you, Supreme, for allowing me to come in early morning, coffee in hand. We talked sneakers for about an hour and a half. Got it in, man. What'd you think about Supreme's episode and the shoes that we pulled up and had a real good conversation?
Well, I loved how you highlighted his updates in his business, in his tattoo shop. I thought that was real nice. You know what I mean? I thought the upgrades he made. I thought, you know, he sat back as a businessman and looked at his business and saw people was in there lounging instead of spending money. You know what I'm saying? And he made adjustments to that. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got him some seats that you don't want to sit in. Right. I
highlighted that.
Free video games.
Yeah.
But this ain't no hangout, baby.
This ain't no hangout. This is business. He put stadium seats along the wall. He gives you one little couch.
Shout out to that brother.
Stadium seats. Yeah. Man, my dude's doing. I've been watching his growth from when he came from another shop and stepped off and doing his own thing. Real dope merchandise. If y'all check him out on IG at Blue Magic Tattoo Lounge, my man is really doing his thing. I'm proud of him being my personal tattoo artist and a real good friend. Man, like we say, we highlighting entrepreneurship out here and mixing it with the sneakers at the same time. Man, my mouth stay open and jaw dropped at some of the things that he's accomplished in such a short period of time in his business, Blue Magic Tattoo Lounge, doing the thing. I didn't mention in the episode as well, congratulations to him on the award he won at the Cincinnati Tattoo Convention over the summer. Salute, Supreme. Thanks again, my brother. So that's the end of Season 2, Everyday Sneakerheads. Once again, man, I'm just saluting everybody that allowed me a piece of your time, man. That's the most expensive thing in the world, if you ask me, time. Thank you guys for allowing me to spotlight your business, spotlight your collection, and just have a dope sneaker conversation. That's all I'm looking for out here, y'all. I really appreciate it. Shout out to my boy. I'm going to put a spotlight on another businessman. But in the future, I'm going to spotlight him on the show down in Mississippi. My man Snatching Souls, doing real big things out of Vicksburg, Mississippi. I salute you, brother. You can catch me and him and the rest of my YouTube brothers, the Next Up brothers, on his channel, Snatching Souls. Every Tuesday and Thursday, we do a live show, real dope sneaker conversation. Snatching Souls on YouTube, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, brother, for the shirt. Dope merchandise. Y'all check him out. And then I got to send a special thanks to my brother for always keeping it real with me, man. We've been family since the 5th grade, man. Anything I ask this brother right here, hold me down. So just like we always do, man, it's been a while and I haven't even presented my brother.
Oh, wow.
With a bottle of the Tip 32. We always keeping it. I got you the spicy, came through and even got you the mild. Shout out to my brother, my cousin, doing this thing with the Tip 32. I'm running it all over Cincinnati. I can bring my brother 2 bottles, and thank you for the work that you put in on Everyday Sneakerheads.
Hey, no problem, man. I enjoy it. Keep doing what you do.
For sure, man. Everybody out there, thank you guys for coming along with us on this ride, Everyday Sneakerheads. Man, Season 2 wrapped up. Chicago All-Star on the way. Man, Everyday Sneakerheads. Can't stop, won't stop. Getting jiggy with it, baby. Thank you for another season. We coming with more. Peace.
Holla at Johnny J's, cause he's my Midwest brother. We go back like a pair of 95 Air Max. Instead of staring, give a compliment. Most lames can't spare that.